So you may not even realize it, but many people walk right past hundreds of dollars in profit at yard sales all the time. They really do. We're not talking about rare collectibles. I'm not talking about antiques. I'm just talking about ordinary things sitting on a table or maybe laying on the ground. I picked up three very common items and the kind of things that you see all the time, and they netted me over $100 on eBay. So let me show you what those were and why people keep buying them. So, oh, hey, if you're new, I'm Dave. This is Retired with Purpose. So, if you are new to the channel, what I like to do here is I like to show real examples of everyday items that you can just quietly turn into some extra money for your retirement, selling these on eBay. These are not anything rare, and it's nothing complicated at all. These are just things that you might see in a thrift store or lying around in a yard sale. So today, I've got three of those items for you. And these are things that a lot of people walk right by, and you will understand that here in just a moment. So these three, again, profited me over 100. So we're not going to hesitate any. Let's get right into them. So the very first thing that we're going to take a look at, and yes, that's what we're looking at, are men's athletic shoes. Let's take a closer look at this. So this is a Brooks men's Glycerin G13 shoe. And you see these laying around under tables. Maybe the kids outgrew them or whatever. And these are out there to be had. Now, I want to stop for just a moment. A lot of people ask me, as you're growing your inventory, how do you keep track of your items so you don't lose track of where you put them? And it's done easily right here in the custom SKU. See right here, custom label SKU. This is for your eyes only. No one else sees this. And you can see this is the format that I use. You see it says FS1. That's the bin. I have plastic bins. That's the bin that it's in. YS means it came from a yard sale. And $2 is what I paid for the item. So I have a lot of information right there under my custom SKU. Okay, so let's move on. Let's take a look at these. You can see right here's what I was asking for these shoes, $39.80. And yes, they'll pay 30, 40, 50, 60 and more for used shoes, but those shoes new could be $100, $150, $200. So anyway, on this one, you can see what the buyer paid. It's right here. They paid the $39.80. And let's have another lesson about shipping here real quick, guys. The shipping label, as you can see, is $13.85. And they also collected the sales tax. So they collected a total amount of $57.41. So we move that down here, $57.41, and the sales tax and the transaction fees. And here's where we need to stop. Take a look now at what eBay charged me for that shipping label. They charged me, it's right here, $9.21. But the buyer paid $13.85. Okay, so why is that? And I've told many times on my videos, you need to set up your shipping correctly. I use calculated shipping, which means eBay knows where I'm at and eBay knows where the buyer is at. And they will calculate how much the shipping is to that buyer. eBay gives you a spot under your shipping preferences that you can toggle on where you can get the discount and the buyer pays full retail price. The same as if he just went to the post office. He's paying the same price, retail price, but they're passing a discount on to you. I've toggled that on, so I make a little bit of money on everything that I ship. And this is a good example. Let's drop back down here and you'll see how this helps profits. So the buyer paid $13.85, but I only paid $9.21 for that shipping label, and eBay gives me the difference. So I was asking $39.80 and they deposited $36.75 into my account. So you can see it changes that dynamic drastically about how much they're taking out of what you're asking for the item. So that's just a simple one there. And you can see I paid $2 for these. So I profited $34.75 after I take the price out for the shoes. This really works. Now I'm going to really surprise you. Let's take a look at number 2. Yep, that's right. That what we're looking at now is a vintage Chase lounge chair. Take a look at this. Now, here it is. One of the things you want to make sure is it's operating properly. And this one did. It folded all up properly. But take a look at this now. Look at the legs down here. The legs were rusted. Now, if you have an item that someone wants, they will pay the money for it and they will pay the shipping. This is a perfect example of that. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so what was I asking for this item? $55. I sold this right away. I didn't even put the custom SKU on it. I paid $5 for this at a yard sale. And it goes right in line with what I am always asking. I try to get 10 times my money on things that I buy. I paid 5. I was asking 55. So take a look now. This is important. What your buyer paid. They paid me the $55 for this item. But look at this. The shipping, they were willing to pay $41.87 for the shipping. Many people say that buyers won't pay the shipping. Guys, they will pay the shipping. If you have an item they want, shipping is not going to be the problem. Too many people get hung up on that, and there's no reason to get hung up on it. You need to learn how to do this and try it. You'll be surprised. Okay, so back down here. They also collected the sales tax, which was $7.27, and eBay total collected $104.14. So let's carry it on down here. There's the $104.14, and now all of the deductions come off. The sales tax, eBay keeps, and eBay remits, takes care of the sales tax. You don't even have to worry about it. The transaction fees from eBay, one everybody worries about, the one everybody talks about, $13.26. Now look at this closely. We just talked about shipping and getting it set up correctly. Your shipping label, they charged me $20.86 for that shipping label because I have my shipping set up where I get a discount. So take a look at this. In this case, guys, $62.75 is what they deposited in my account. Now, how much was I asking? Go back up here. $55 is what I was asking. But because of that shipping discount, they actually deposited more into my account than I was even asking for the item. I've talked about this before. If you have an item that someone wants, they are willing to pay the money for it and they're willing to pay the shipping for it. I have sold these. You may think, who would even want a old Chase lounge with rusted legs? I have actually sold these types of things to stage departments. So somebody is putting on a play or maybe even a movie or something like that, and they're looking for vintage furniture or whatever for their play or for their movie, they buy these. And this is a good example. They're out there, guys. In fact, they're everywhere. You've just never thought about looking them up before. Now, you're worried about the shipping. Good example. They paid the shipping. It's not an issue. So let's move on. Before we do that, I want to also say these are the BOLOs that we talk about. If you don't know what a BOLO is, it's be on lookout for these items. These are things that other people will walk right past, and they're right there for you to grab up and make some good extra money. Okay, so we're going to move on now. And what are we going to look up next? That's right. We're going to talk about a ball cap. I've done videos about you can make good money on ball caps. And this is a good example of that. This is a Schumann Barrels hat, and it's a trucker style. And this one was new with tags. Now, why would somebody have this at a thrift store or yard sale? Because somebody may have bought this for someone that doesn't like hats as a gift, and they just donated it to a thrift store or they sell them in a yard sale. So what was the case on this one? It's all told right here in my custom label, my custom SKU. B3 tells me it's in my bin number 3. TS tells me that it came from a thrift store, and $1 is what I paid. It's all right here, the information that I need. Now, how much was I asking for this hat? It's right here, $27.95. So now let's take a look at the totals. Down here, $27.95 is what they paid. $9.50 was the shipping, bringing the total to $37.45. Where this buyer was, there was no sales tax. So there was no sales tax added here. So we just move the $37.45 down here, and then you can see the transaction fee, eBay's fees, and the shipping label. Pay attention to the shipping label. How much did I pay? I paid $4.62 for the shipping label, but the buyer paid $9.50. eBay collected this money, and then they dispersed this money. So how does it pan out? It's right here at the bottom. $27.80 is what they deposited in my account. And how much was I asking? I was asking $27.95. On this particular hat, this transaction, you can see they deposited $27.80 and I was asking $27.95. It cost me 15 cents to sell this on a worldwide platform. You can't beat that. Now, just for a moment, I want to talk about the naysayers out there, the trolls, the people say, oh, you can't do this. I'm showing you in black and white that you can do this. I have different trolls and different naysayers making different comments, and it's funny, they don't realize evidently that I filter all of those comments. So people that are harassing, they don't want the retirees out there getting these buys. They're trying to keep them to themselves. That's my suspicion. Otherwise, if this can be done and they're out there complaining that it can't be done and the fees are too high, it's because they haven't taken the time to learn how to do it. I show you everything. I'm showing you the entire sale and how it can be very profitable and help you tremendously in your retirement. Like and subscribe to my channel. Always keep in mind that I have membership and I also do coaching. And with membership, you get discounts in coaching. So that's just something to keep in mind. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you have a blessed day. So I'll see you guys on my next video.